Hi everyone, my name is Otis, your digital marketing analyst. You're welcome to our channel, your one-stop resource center where you get the best tips and the best tool to manage your online business, grow a successful online business, run a successful digital marketing campaign, and drive that relevant traffic that can increase your sales and return on investment. The reason why you're online is to make money and also to offer valuable information. So our channel is about helping you to understand how the search algorithm work, how Google and other search engine work that will help your site or your blog to be on its first page. And once you're on the first page of Google, there's every likelihood that you're going to make more sales and more business. So today, this is another section. So if you are just joining us, every Saturday we have a question and answer session to actually help us understand the complexities of the complex nature of the internet, especially if you're starting your online business or you're transiting your business online. So these are some of those things that we talk here. So if you have a question that is bothering you, if you're going online and you're overwhelmed with tons of information online, please just send us a message and we'll respond to you and answer your question. And also, we also help people to set up, whether it's your website, whether it's your e-commerce business online or your service website. So we help you to do that and guide you how to how to create that visibility for your business. So our topic for today is about why most online business fail. This was a question that was actually sent to us by one of our fans. So like I said, we don't mention names except when we are specifically told to mention that. So we thank you for this question. So there are so many reasons why the online business fail. There's what we call setting up for success. So what is the reason why you're getting online? And almost everyone failed the test, or almost everyone passed the test. And the other way, people get online because they want to make money, and some people get online because people are online. That's just one reason. And if you are in that class who just want to get online because people are online, so you're bound to fail, because you sooner or later you realize that it is not what you think. But that's not to say that a lot is not happening on the internet. This is the first time, I repeat it again, that I have seen a single businessman can compete on equal footing with a big corporation out there. And that's what the internet is all about. It has leveled the playing field. Anyone can get into the space so long as you can type with your phone. So we're talking about why most online business fail. And this is one of the topic that we are using to actually wrap up our question and answer section for the year, this being the last Saturday of the year. So, and before I also move further, I just want to say thank you to all of you that have been part of this program, and all of you that have subscribed to our YouTube channel. You're the reason why we made it. We just crossed over 1,700 subscribers. So that's great. So I just want to say thank you. So, and you're the reason also why we were able to come every Saturday to do this presentation. So the first question that we got is, okay, so that's what I was just talking about. This question is also coming from one of our fans, and he said, why do so many people start, why do so many people who start online business fail? So I just highlighted that the reason is, why are you going online? So there is this mind about this online business that you actually need to break first before you get started. And you have to answer so many questions. So what do you want to do online? Is it you're going into online because you're passionate or because it is the rave of the moment? Well, there's a revolution in the internet world, or in the digital world. And the revolution is anyone can actually get in. And it has leveled the playing field for anybody to actually get into the field to play. So it is so wide that it can accommodate all kinds of bets. But if you are getting into the field, what skills are you bringing into the pitch? So what do you have to offer? So if you are getting into online business and your sole aim is because you want to make money, and you find out that in your first month or your second month, you get frustrated. Or if you're a blogger and you find out people are not even reading your blog, so you're having a 10 traffic, no one is coming to your website, so you get frustrated. So if it is not what you intend to do, or you just get into it because other people are doing it, you're just flowing with the crowd. So that's why it's not good to actually flow with the crowd, because um, it's just like a one-way traffic. This is the way we go, and you just start going there. And sooner or later, you get exhausted. You don't have any other thing, any other value to give out, and you crash out. So that's one of those reasons why people fail. Most people fail online. But that's not to say that there are no people who are actually doing the right thing and fail. The reason is because this is not online business. It's not a get rich quick kind of business like most people think, because people feel that, oh, A made so much money, and if I get into it, I'll make so much money. It doesn't work that way. It doesn't work that way. So in the couple of weeks, I've seen quite a lot of things. There are people who are also doing the right thing, but they don't actually know how to position their business online, and that's another kettle of fish. So we get into that, and that's part of what our channel is all about. To Talents Academy, but our website, that's our blog, that's what we talk. That's what we talk every single day on our channel. So how to create that visibility, understanding how the search engine algorithm work, because even though that your site is beautiful, you're having the quality content and nobody's saying it, so you're not going to make a dime online. But remember that this takes it takes time, just like your bricks and mortar store, or if you're just starting up a business in the physical world. So you need a location. And you get a location, you have to put in the store, put everything, or your office, put in the furnishings, and everything is looking great. But that doesn't bring the customer, not until you stand outside and begin to wave your flag. This is my business. This is what I do. This is the service that I offer, and tell as many people as you can. That's where the distribution is also important. So for some of you who are joining, it may be a little bit odd for them to what we are talking about. We're just looking at people who have actually started and fall by the wayside. But it is also important for you to understand that if you want to get started, so this will also help to guide your loin, and know that it is a very, very rough terrain. I can tell you, I was there before. So it can be sometimes very, very frustrating, but they are all part of the game. And there are tons of information out there, and you have forum like ours also, that just for beginners. So we all want to grow together, we want to learn together. That's what the Talents Academy is all about, and that's what the talentsacademy.com is all about also. And also we also have the Afric tutors that will guide you through everything. Is it starting up your website, creating your website, so do it yourself, how to optimize your site so that people will find you online when you are sleeping. So that's a very, very awesome platform. So, and I think that answers your question why so many people fail to, because if you fail to plan, so you're going to fail when you plan, when you don't plan. So it's also very important to actually understand how the internet work. Yeah, that's not to say that some people are not lucky. There are people who just dabble into it and they are lucky. So it's not everyone that is just born with that luck. So why some people you can try to create your own luck. So that's what the internet is all about. It's about putting the bits and pieces together. The most important thing is just about seeing your incremental growth. So is it in your content area? So how do you plan your content? How often? How do you distribute your content? So how you building your relationship and influence online? So these are the bits and pieces that when you put it together, that will help you to actually grow your business online. And for the fact that most people are not doing that, they just concentrate on just the money that is going to come with it, and without actually doing the great work. And once you do that, your bank going to crash out. So that's what I've seen based on experience. Like as I said, I was there before. So I remember the first blog that I did, I had a sleepless night and it was crazy. And I just kind of walking around the circle, not knowing where to move from there. So that's part of the learning. That's part of the learning, the learning process. So, and that is actually what get me to where I am today. So we are also work in progress. So that's why we do this video to actually get to challenge us, also listen to people's action, answer people's question, and also make us to go into research, also to really understand certain online behavior. So the next question is going to be, why is it that with all the information available on the internet today on how to be successful, yet most fail? So it is part of those points that we've actually highlighted. It is quite overwhelming, and everybody is giving his or own version of success online, and consolidating these success stories is actually hard. Is actually hard because all blogs are not the same, all niche are not the same, especially when it has the human touch. So the most important thing, that's why on Otalem's Academy. So if you also go to our Facebook group, the Nigerian SEO and Digital Forum. So we also answer so many questions out there. So this is just for beginners. So because we know that the SEO world is so deep, so wide, and sometimes you don't understand what is going to give you the result. But what we've done is that since SEO is a continuous process, is an amorphous, unended task. So that's what makes it challenging. So what we did is just to begin to break it into a task, a kind of project. So understanding the basic, what is meta tag description? What is your title? How does this impact your visibility? But most people online do not understand this, and they keep revolving, standing in one point and expecting miracle to happen. So that's why one of those reasons that some people crashed out. And again, your ability to actually assimilate this information and make it and implement it, make it work for you. That's one of those the problem that people are having, in as much as you have tons of information out there on the internet. But that doesn't make it correct. So it's not every information. So that doesn't make it correct. So like recently, I was just trying to do a research, not trying to follow the pack about, we keep talking about the quality content, quality content, quality content, quality content. How does Google view this content? Remember, what we're talking is about tons of information. How do you assimilate those information? Do you just flow with the crowd and not asking questions and not doing your research? Most people don't do their research. So you don't do your due diligence. And if you don't do that, you crash out on the way. So what I just did a little bit of research and talk about what is quality content. I just find out that quality content is relative. And most time we spend a lot of time thinking about what quality content is all about. So we're trying to actually optimize two different versions, two content versions. So, and see how the audience actually respond and react to it. So, which is some come in part of posts, and some come in part of blog content, some come in part of website content. So, and I find out that it is actually relative. It works the same way. Why I'm giving you this is that SEO, getting your site visible on the internet, is not a one-stop shop. So that's one thing that you just have to understand. So, and that's why you find out that this information, because there's so much information, because everybody's writing from their perspective. If this worked for me, I just put it there, but I don't give the history from where I started. So these are sometimes pose problem for beginners and trying to implement all this information, and they're having problem on the way and they get exhausted. So that's also one of those reasons. So going back to what I talked about, the quality content. So we try to write our understanding or perception about the quality content is just about the structure of your sentences, how good, how it flows, how you are able to put it together, maintaining about 60 word or one per sentence or 100 word per sentence and all that. These are what we're told, and this is what our perception that we have. That's how the search engine understand the quality content. But the truth is that the Google algorithm or other search engine, they don't even understand what the quality contents are, because it is based on certain instruction that was given to them So which was part of our research. And what we did was that, like as I was saying, so look at it. I just the study was actually based on some blogging platform actually in Nigeria. So and you find out that we're actually almost pursuing the same thing. And look at the BBC Pidgin English. So, and I bet you that Google algorithm or other search engine did not understand the Pidgin English, our Pidgin English. But it's actually one of the sought after content on the internet when relating to, especially when you're talking about post Nigerian news. So this might be surprising for you. So you can do that analysis and see what I'm talking about. But how the indigenous, the people who actually live there, the Nigerians, we don't even write, most of us don't even write content in Pidgin English. So you find out that these are actually even easily digestible within your target audience. So you now begin to see these layers and how this affects your content, how this affects your visibility on the internet. So don't get me wrong, it also boils down to the nature of what you're writing about. But I'm just giving an instance. I'm just speaking, just speak a pitch to just look at, to give you an insight that you have to help the Google algorithm, another search engine algorithm, to help your visibility. These are one of those reasons why people fail. And also in one of my videos, also like I was talking about not following the pack. So the analysis of, I'm just using Nigeria as a case study because I'm very much interested in what is going on there, because it is actually exploding when it comes to the internet business. So it's actually exploding. That's what I'm actually paying attention and to see what I can learn from that. So if you look at most of those content on the internet about the e-commerce business in Nigeria, it's quite negative. When you go on your browser and type about the challenges of e-commerce business in Nigeria. So I talked about that in my previous video. So page 1 is all negative. Why the e-commerce business is not going to grow in Nigeria. So which is a bad information that actually can affect people who actually want to invest in that. So these are also good information that people look at and say, oh, this is to have an overall picture about what is going on in the continent or in the country, and can also dissuade people. So if you consume that kind of information, you're going to have a different perception about how the e-commerce work. But I looked at all those negative information, and I find out that all the items that are outlined was based on international perception and how this thing work in the developed world. But we all know that what work in Africa may not work in other parts of the world. But what work in other parts of the world can actually work in Africa. The reason why I'm saying that, Africa, they don't know what is called the zip code. That's nothing. We don't know not that we don't know what zip code is, but how many of us use zip code? So you're telling me because the Africa, because there's no proper alignment, there's no zip code, it becomes a challenge. So I see that, which is from a foreign author perspective. But the sad news is that it is not actually from the foreign author, but these are from local indigenous writers. So those are bad information. So I may not be able to go through all that because I have that information on my previous video. You can actually look at it. So I'm going to, because we're almost coming to the end of this today, because like I said, this is just a wrap up for us to have an insight how the internet business work, why most people are failing on the internet. So he said, okay, so it's still the same question. Why do most online business end up in chaos, unpredictable, and unrewarding? Well, unrewarding is actually relative, depending on how you see it. It's a different part why I said it from the beginning. What is the reason why you're starting an online business? What is the reason? Why do you want to do it? So if you're unable to answer that question and you're unable to follow through, so definitely you're going to crash out. There's no two way about it. So you must have a direction. You must have a roadmap. So once you have a roadmap, there will be a degree of predictability. So it might not work as you plan, but on the long run, so it might profit you. But because we don't have a plan when we are starting online business, so that's why we crash out. We just believe that, okay, let's figure it out. I'll be able to figure it out as we go. Yes, you might be able, but in most cases, luck doesn't work when it comes to practical things like this. So we're coming to the end of this presentation. I still want to say thank you to all of you that have made it possible for us to be online this year. So as we go into the next year, so I look forward to transit with each and every one of you that have made it possible. You're the reason why our program is worthwhile, why we are here every single day and every Saturday. So I just want to say thank you again. And if you have not subscribed to our YouTube channel, please just hit the subscribe button and the notification bell so that you get an alert when we release our new video. So I want to say goodbye for today and have a wonderful and a prosperous new year in advance. And for some of you, Merry Christmas in arrears. So I just want to say thank you. So I look forward to see you upcoming Saturday. In our next segment, we're going to have a very, very interesting topic to begin with the year. So we are starting with the basic for some of you who have made their resolution, the New Year resolution to get started online. So thank you. Have a great day.